I'm in the Porsche, yeah. Right. We gon' ride this one out. Right. Let me put my St. Louis hat on. Right. Look. Yeah. See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' get her. Don't matter how I look because the money gon' get her. I'm the same little nigga, a U City nigga, a half a order fried rice, St. Paul nigga. I'm a emos eating nigga, a White Castle nigga, a dice shooting, got my no space playing nigga. All my north side niggas, my east side niggas, my west side, south side, 304 niggas. I keep St. Louis on my back, St. Louis on my hat, St. Louis on my tat. So how real is that? I got a St. Louis address, St. Louis assets, St. Louis clubbing where the St. Louis asset, St. Louis ways in my St. Louis J's, called a St. Louis case in my St. Louis days. Now I'm international, St. Louis with a St. Louis swag, getting St. Louis paid. See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' get her.
Yeah. We back up in this motherfucker one more again. Throw your H's up. Here's the representative. Shout out to 6J Street. Normally, all the motherfuckers jumped in, jumped out, got away with it. The motherfuckers just cut from my cloth, but they stopped making our fabric from me to you, you to yours. This is week motherfucking 3 of the Thursday morning pre-cap, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by me and this nigga over here. Talk to him, Roy. Duval. What should we say? Duval. Jaguars 1-1. We took a loss last week. Big loss. The refs was giving us some terrible calls, but it's all good. Go Jags. Yeah. If you ain't got one, get one. You can't do that shit from 16th place. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, here we go, people. I got to get into this shit. Jump to our sponsors. Our very own El Patron, owned and operated on Broadway, 5026 North Broadway. Go holler him for all yo liquor needs. And my nigga, he has back from recovery. My guy is back at the store. So shout out to Big Moan. Next up, we got Big L DJ services going in, going out. Got away with it or whatever it is that you did. Holler at Big L DJ services. Then you got BC Plumbers, owned and operated by the very own Anthony Clark, a.k.a. Lil Petey.
Fuck Lil Petey.
They got any specials this week?
If y'all didn't know, Lil Petey's birthday is at the end of the month. He wasn't born on September 30th, but that's the birthday that I gave that nigga. So y'all call him and say happy birthday, Lil Petey bitch ass.
Shout out Lil Petey.
Birthday is sometime after Christmas, but we don't acknowledge that because it's fuck Lil Petey. We give him his own birthday.
That's what we do it in Hillsdale, baby. You get you a nickname, you get you a bird, you get you anything in the hood, that shit stick. Cause the nigga's name Lil Petey. What his name is Anthony Clark. Shout out Snoop the Big, Chibo, Juan, Player. Shout out to the motherfucker Player. Everybody from Hillsdale, 6J Street, fuck with y'all. Hey, what else? We got Jinx Lawn Services. Holler at him for all your lawn care needs. Now, before we get into these games, there was some trades, and before we left out last week on the Sunday show, you was really pushing, and in the room, you was pushing, Burrow being down and how motherfuckers need it. This is the one thing y'all need to know, people, and I'm going to go ahead and take this camera right here. I need to talk to you people. What Roy does is he's the king of mindfuck, and he throws little breadcrumbs onto y'all. Y'all go out there and y'all grab that shit. See, look at him right there. He over there. See right there. And he uses little shit. I said this before. Official words like code red or jinx or different things of that nature. But this dude go out there and tell y'all he gonna bid all this money on motherfuckers and then don't do it. But shout out to you niggas and out to you, especially you niggas just going through y'all free agency money like crazy. All I'm saying is this, people. The trade went down to replace somebody that somebody tried to fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you lead into this and tell your part of it, and I'm just gonna follow out and hit him with the truth. So on you, and I'm gonna give you camera one. All on you, bro.
All right. So this what happened, people. Joe Burrow, as you know, you follow fantasy football. Joe Burrow went down. I our own St. Louis People's Champ has Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase as part of his stack. Well, with Joe Burrow down, his second quarterback is Justin Fields, who also got a concussion, and so his team is it's a major problem. His opponent, well, his
Also, his
division,
running back went down too. Just saying.
yeah, he lost his running back, he lost his quarterback, he lost his backup quarterback in 1 week. All right, so of course he didn't have a backup, but we switched. You can bid on. It's not a priority thing. You can bid if you want the guy, you get him. Black Republicans, I put out there, hey, anybody could get this quarterback, this, that, and the third. Black Republicans went out. Let's just say he had $900 of fab left.
Sowed the seed, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he did. He
Spent
sowed the seed.
$801 of fab. This is if you ask me, this is a division rival move. The king STL People's Champ is the king of the North. He is the current defending North Division leader. He lost week 2 because of that injury and some other injuries, and because Matrix had an unbelievable game that was ridiculous.
Shout out to you, City Matrix. That's what we talking about, people.
So, hey, there's a move where, hey, I see one of the best teams in our division. I'm going to weaken them. I'm going after the quarterback, and I'm going to spend the money to get the backup quarterback. I don't know if I agree with the move 100%, but I like the move. I do. I like the move.
Use a low down, ruthless, dirty bato. But I like it.
Yeah, you tell me how you see it.
Oh, I seen it as exactly how you saw it and exactly how you explained it. But I'm gonna add some context to it and finish it out on the back end. It was a rivalry move. It was a division rivalry move. It was a I'm letting you know, nigga, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to go. I'm a claw, scratch, bite, shoot your mouth. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to try to get this division. I fucks with the move. I don't fucks with not covering all your bases. And that's where you fucked up. That's where you tripped. You didn't cover, and he knows. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take over camera 1. I'm just gonna tell his ass to shut up. You did not cover all your bases. You allowed Tyrod Taylor to sit out there, and you allowed Carson Wentz to still sit out there. Now, you bid the big money on the back of Browning. I fucks with it from a standpoint of you showing the world that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this shit done. I fucks with gangster shit like that. And I will go ahead to you motherfucking boom, 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 nigga. I fucks with it. But you didn't finish the job. Now you have $99 of free age money. And Roy will go ahead and be like, well, you don't need big, you're just cool, But at the end of the day, you got an $800 guy. Is he going to be your starter? Is he going to take Kyler Murray's spot? Other than that, you just spent $800 to prove a point. And sometimes that money's well spent. Sometimes that money's well spent to go out there and say, hey, nigga, I'm out here. Now, motherfuckers will know. Motherfuckers will know from henceforth and forever. But you didn't cover all your bases. And all I'm going to say is this. Good move, but you didn't finish the job. And I ain't even mad at it. I fucks with it. And I give you your props when your shit is done, sir.
I don't think getting Wentz or getting Tyrod Taylor, like, man, I could be wrong. Maybe if that was his purpose, to not have Brandon have any quarterback options at all without doing a trade, then yes. But I think he took Brandon's number 1 option off the board,
He did.
who is going to be the starter for the next 15 games. Burrow could come back, but
this is my part on it.
realistically,
I'm
the
sorry.
next for the season,
Mhm.
that guy's the starter, and
Mhm.
he's the backup. So if he has a good year,
Mhm.
he could conceivably go
You could.
somewhere else and be a starter.
Mhm.
I, if you asking me, and
Mhm.
based off the way Brandon bid, the
Mhm.
way thing, Wentz and Tyrod Taylor wasn't his first choice.
It wasn't. Now, sometimes your first choice ain't your only choice.
That
And on the back end, you were able to still get Wentz. He was still able to get Taylor. And Fields may still start this week, but let's say he don't. He still got him next week. All black Republicans have is an $800 potential backup because you may have in an attempt, and I'll even give you a +1 on it. Your attempt to weaken the People's Champ team, successful. I'll give you a +1 on that if you want to go with the option that he was your option one. You weakened him. I'll give you that if that's the way you want to go with it. But you spent $800 and you didn't make yourself better. You attempted to weaken him.
mm,
You attempted to weaken him, and he still has a quarterback for this week. You didn't make yourself better because the question is that $800 is Browning finna start for you over Kyler Murray? That's a
no,
question. That's not a statement, and this nigga is not gonna answer for you. So all I'm
no, and
saying,
he's not
no, 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 the nigga, I ain't,
he's
what?
not going to start over him.
All I'm saying is you
Tyler
weakened him,
Murray.
but you spent $800, but you did not make yourself better. That's
Why
where
didn't
I'm
he
at with it.
get better? Why didn't he get better?
Oh, he did. So is Browning gonna make him better?
Yeah.
Oh, based on your synopsis of him potentially getting a starting job elsewhere,
No,
potentially.
based on him having a backup QB. Based on
Okay.
if Kyler Murray goes down,
Okay.
he's not in the same situation that Brandon is with.
He
Well,
didn't. He
Brandon,
wouldn't have to be. I'm going to tell you, he wouldn't have to be. Now, the reason I say he wouldn't have to be because he could have went out there and spent $800 on Kyler Murray backup if he wanted to, or spent $200 on Kyler Murray backup, or I'm finna fuck you
with
up. No, no,
Kyler
no, no, no.
Murray
I'm
back
finna fuck you up. Don't nobody give a fuck enough about the black Republicans to go out there to try to block him. So if Kyler Murray went down, no, 2 seconds right now, 2 seconds. Who's Kyler Murray's backup?
we don't know.
Oh, so we don't nobody give a fuck. So at the end of the day,
Oh,
you could have
you're
spent
not,
money
you're
and
not
made.
listening. You're not listening to yourself.
I am. I'm saying it.
Is Browning is Browning a good quarterback?
He's serviceable.
Have we seen him play before?
Nothing other than the snaps in the sick preseason.
No, 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 no. We have. He started 8 games in 2023,
Oh, yeah.
and he took over, and he had multiple
300
300
point games,
yeah,
300
300
yard
yards.
games. I'm sorry.
So this is my point. What I'm trying to say, he
Hmm.
has he to him. It might not for you, it might not for me, but for him.
So you're speaking for
Not
him. Just
only
want to make
did
sure
he
you're
get
on record.
a backup quarterback, that's one. He got
Hmm.
a backup, a bona fide. He's the QB2,
Hmm.
regardless, going forward.
Hmm.
And he's a QB1 for his team, for his
Hmm.
real team. So he got him a quarterback, a number two, and he hurt his division rival. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't really think he
Listen, I'm
hurt him.
gonna tell you. For me,
Hmm.
for you,
Hmm.
that number might be different. But if I
Hmm.
could spend 400 and hurt Chibo, I mean, really hurt Chibo, I might do it. I can spend 500 because I see Brian on my ass. But if I spend this 500, I can hurt him. I might do it. I do. I spent 500 on a running back last year when
Hmm.
Brian wanted him. Not saying that I want to do, but at that point, I was like, if you want him, you're gonna have to spend more than this.
Hmm.
I don't see no difference. And this is a quarterback.
Hmm.
This is a quarterback.
I understand you pushing your agenda, and I'm not gonna spend the
Not
whole thing
pushing
on this,
it.
but
It just we didn't go that hard for me when Gorindo
I did. I
Well,
said that's $500 spent, and I was gonna go ahead and add that into this, but I was trying to be a decent
go
human
ahead.
being
No,
today.
go ahead because
But I can see where you
the
have that
hurt your
mindset because, and you want to go ahead and add to your fold of, I like your fold of I spend big money on motherfuckers because then you should the same motherfucker I tank so you tank. It's a strategy, all the dumb shit. Garindo was supposed to be number one next year, and I was gonna tell you that Garindo was supposed to be number one next year, and this is next year, and Garindo's not. And you took $800 to damage your opponent. I fucks with I fucks with G shit, but you didn't finish the job. Well, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
let me say
That's what
that's
they
true.
saying at the People's Champ
This,
headquarters.
maybe, but check this out. This
Mm,
week,
mm,
Bengals play the Vikings.
yeah.
I mean, we gonna see.
We
It really gonna
gon'
see
see.
if Browning, which he's not gonna start, he's gonna those points are gonna be on his bench. But
Mm-hmm.
if Browning goes off,
Mm.
we can give both sides. If Browning goes off, because it's gonna be a direct
Oh, we
look.
will discuss this come
Yeah,
Monday.
if Browning goes off versus what Wentz does,
Mm-hmm.
then we can see the difference.
Yep.
And then we can watch it all year.
Mm-hmm. So where we
But
at? We shout out to the homie Lennox, my nigga. Lipo, baby. That's that for let it play out. We gonna see how this shit goes. So that
I
was
think
that. But
I
shout out to me for helping and getting Brandon motherfucking
did
Wentz.
not
And
help. You did not help. That now see, I was gonna let that go. You did not help Brandon. You took advantage of a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? You the guy who benefited off the 9/11 deaths.
I knew
You
that shit
are
was coming,
you
boy.
are you are Pfizer, a company we never heard of until COVID hit. Out of you motherfuckers one of the biggest companies ever because they wanted to take advantage of COVID. Okay. You had no reason to go into free agency and pick up uh Wentz. The same way you had no reason to go and pick up Tyrod Taylor, which you didn't pick up Tyrod Taylor, but you picked up Wentz
I
when
saw him.
Brandon could have picked him up because wasn't nobody worrying about Wentz. Brandon could have picked Wentz up himself, got him for free, but you picked him up with the sole intent to trade him to Brandon and take either a pick or a player. You chose a player of Pop Douglas. It's not a big deal, but you took the player. You seen the opportunity to eat off, because Wilson didn't finish the job. So you was like, oh, I'm gonna force your hand in, Brandon. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Because if you don't come get the guy that Wilson should have had to finish the job, what you gonna do, Brandon? You forced his hand. And then you try to pawn it off. You try to do the narrative as I helped you. You didn't help. You didn't help. You came in and you took advantage of that man.
Wow. Roy Bundy has
Oh,
the
y'all went to
nerve.
y'all went to the back line and Brandon said, I'm in the bind, Nate. I need this money. I'm in the bind, Nate. What you did, you looked straight ahead. Give me Pop Douglas. And you sent him walking home into the sunset with Carson Wentz after you got what you want. And we all felt dirty watching that scene. We felt dirty. 'Cause that's what you did.
That is nothing of what I did.
Oh my God, that's exactly what.
Is it possible? And I'll Wilson he made an accusation, but I want to explore that accusation. He said it was collusion. Maybe,
No,
maybe not.
I think Wilson
You wanna
gave
I understand you wanna pull your whole rape.
gave you an out by saying it was collusion. Sometimes he he was trying to go too far. He was just trying to shit on you, but he gave you an out. Like that was the
He
worst thing.
he used whatever narrative you gave him, and that's what's always
I
gonna be.
didn't give him a narrative. He gave you an out. That's what he did because we were messing with you about how you took advantage of Brandon and he tried to make it into something else. And so that gave you an opportunity to hop on that instead of the
Owning the
real.
fact that I hateful aided Brandon according to you.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did. Come on, back line. I won't bust your head. You know what I'm saying? We knew it. Listen, you picking up Wentz was your way to, like I said, get something for free.
At the end of the day, it didn't happen like that. But if me and somebody happen to go sit down and have some dinner, a lunch or something, and a business transaction happens, it's fine. No, you want to make it seem like we went to some sleazy motel like the Vegas or the Page Inn, and I clapped cheeks in the parking lot, and that's not what happened at all.
All right.
So we
Listen,
move
man,
on
we can move on.
because I
We all
understand
know
you
what
there.
happened. We all know what happened.
We all do. So listen, we get into these games. We got the standings currently sitting at number one team in all the land. Team Commish at number one. You got Hurricane Walker, the champ, sitting at number two. Ooh, 19 points behind. Then you got New York City Matrix sitting there at number three. Shout out to Matrix. Cheese the Don leading that East at number four. U City Lions at number five. Cheapo Burgers at six. New Northsiders Fantasy Football Club is at seven. Shout out to the FFC and Missouri motherfucking Kings rounding out at eight. The rest of you bums, us bums, especially you niggas in 16, don't deserve your name mentioned. Bitch, get your weight up. So we move on from there. Any surprises in week two? Anything
It's early.
surprise you as the season goes on in week two?
It's early. No, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying don't panic. This is not. But it's early. There's some big surprises. It's a lot of surprises.
Anything
And
super surprising to you?
I mean, said New York Matrix said is 2-0. That is the whole North is not where it's supposed to be. Says 2-0. Fully Foot is a
One
one
and
and one,
one.
and the People's Champ. You know they
One and
they
one.
they they 1-1, but they look like they are in the biggest trouble of them all.
Mm. So the North is in a twilight zone.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they go. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Because
Damn.
like yeah, I really wasn't tripping off of it that hard before, but now once they do come out of
Out of division.
division play, the way that division looks, man, like they've
It's gonna be
had.
hard to gain some ground.
I mean, outside of said, which is ridiculous. Outside of said's 240 game, which is not he ain't doing
Let's
it.
go ahead and start over in that North. Out here with the Black Republicans
Let me
and
say that. Okay, before we start, outside of said, they've had all their games, the whole division, under 200 points. That's sad.
it really is.
8 games. Oh, well, no, yeah, well, no, yeah, 8 games between their division this season. 1 game over 200.
Oh no. Oh no.
But let's start with them. Let's get this
The 0-2
atrocity out the way.
16th place Black Republicans going up against the 2-0 New York City Matrix. 207 to 206 on the projections. Malik Neighbors, Jared Goff, and Russell Wilson. I think he'll go Russ. But then you got Kyler Murray, Bucky Irvin. Great pickup. and Browning, a waste of $800. So we move over here. I'm gonna jump into this. Is literally a 50-50 shot. 206, 207. Only one of these teams has scored over 200. The other been stinker of the week. I see Kyler Murray getting beat up by that San Francisco defense. Jared Goff the same way by that Baltimore defense. Quentin Johnston's going up against that Green Bay defense. Bucky Irvin's New York City. I will give that edge to Bucky Irvin. Genty. 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 He ain't doing it right now. So you need him to go up against a Washington defense that is coming off a tough. Well, they lost last week, right? That's a tough loss. Green Bay.
Yeah, they lost to Green Bay. They had like 10 days rest, so.
I don't know, man. You ain't been putting up the numbers out there. Marvin Mims against the Chargers. I'm gonna give that edge to Mims. Look, both of these teams. I'm gonna give it to Mims. I'm gonna give it to Mims.
Have you watched the Chargers play?
Yes. I'm giving the edge to Mims over Genty against that Washington defense on 10 days rest. Who actually has been averaging, let's see what the number, because you know I'm a numbers guy. He's averaging 10 points per, and he got his most, what you could say he's trending in the right direction. 38, then he went for 43 yards. But I mean, he ain't out there balling 12 points, then he went down to 8 points.
Oh, he's a young player. Washington defense ain't. Hey, why? Not because he's boring me. And it seems like you don't like Genty.
It's not that I don't like Genty. It's the same thing. I'm gonna go in on Hampton when it's his turn. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, is he producing for the that you would want so far as your number one overall pick?
No. Yeah.
Okay. So as I move on, all I'm saying is Genty ain't been doing it. Genty can do it. I was a fan of the nigga. It wasn't like I'm jumping on like Daniel Jones, and I wasn't never a fan of his, or AR-15. If AR-15 started balling, I was like, yeah, AR-15 doing this thing. I didn't like him at first. And when he does his thing, I give his thing. But Genty has not done his thing. I think he will do his thing. As of yet, he ain't done his thing. So against that Washington defense on 10 days rest, I give the edge to Marvin Mims Jr. At the end of the day, we got to pick a winner, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to your dog ass. I'm going to pick a winner. I'm going to go with the motherfucking trend. New York City Matrix goes out Division 3-0.
Okay, so if you've been watching, listen, if you've been watching football, you watch the Chargers play against the Chiefs, and if you watch the Chargers play against the Raiders, nobody is thinking, oh, Marvin Mims is going to get off. And ESPN got Marvin Mims for 8 points. Anyway, the best thing, and this was something that was discussed around the draft. I myself was hesitant to take Quentin Judkins, but the Matrix did with no hesitation, and Judkins, I think, had like 2 practices all summer after mini camps and all that.
He finished with 10 points last week on a bullshit playbook that they threw at him.
61 yards rushing, looking like he is the best rusher in that backfield. And he might mess around and be the best running back taken in this draft. We'll see how he looks. We'll see how he looks week 2. But he's they'd already made him the RB1
with 2 practices.
So he's going up against Green Bay. That's going to be a tough one for him. But I mean, on the other, I got, if we going through this, I got Black Republicans winning. He's our last hope, our last defense, our last line of defense against the evil NYC Matrix Empire.
Is your vote hate, or is it real eye test? I think Black Republicans pull this out.
I like the players on the Black Republican side.
So you think Black Republicans pull it out? I think Matrix pull it out.
Listen, I like Kyler Murray. I like Bucky, Genty, Benson versus Myers. Okay, I'm gonna give you.
Hmm.
I like McMillan. I like McMillan. He's not better than Neighbors. Neighbors is gonna be better. I like Kincaid over Gesicki. Gainwell. I like the rookie Ayo Maynard. And then Dobbs over Renfro. Do we think Renfro gonna have another 25-point game?
No, but I also think that Dobbs is going up against a Cleveland defense.
But do we think Renfro is gonna have a 25-point game again?
Renfro will have a 12 to 15 point game against Atlanta's defense. Yes.
Atlanta got a good defense. Atlanta got a good defense. They took it to
Your season on the
Minnesota.
line, Atlanta defense or Cleveland defense?
I, I'm 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 taking Atlanta's defense.
Really? I
Yeah,
fucks with that.
no. If we saying Dobbs versus Renfro, Dobbs playing Cleveland, Renfro playing Atlanta. Give me Atlanta defense.
You got Atlanta defense over Renfro. That's right. We gonna revisit this shit on Monday, people. You definitely gonna know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, Renfro got busy. They was down to the Cardinals big, so I don't know how much of that was garbage points. Uh, uh,
Ugh.
Black Republic's gonna have to make some changes on defense. I'm surprised he's going with the Raiders defense. What did they give him last week?
Right, but the shit, Jaden Daniels might not play. Raiders
Yeah,
defense. I
yeah.
mean,
The Raiders defense ain't been terrible as far as scoring points. 15 and 12.
they ranked
20
11. They ain't at one thing out of top 10, one spot out of top 10. I ain't mad at it.
Sayers going with the Giants defense. But we never know. He might wake up Sunday morning and make a change. That's when he likes to do his best work.
All right,
But I'm
Ty,
going with Black Republicans to stop
the madness.
NYC Matrix from going 3-0. This is ridiculous. We
Ah.
3-0. This is an
Matrix goes,
0-14 team that's 2-0.
that's masquerading as a 2-0 team.
It's ridiculous. They starting Gesicki and Gainwell and Renfro. Like golf is not, he gonna need another 40-point game from Neighbors, 25 from him Renfro, and 38 from golf again.
Likely might come back. Never mind. Let's move on. We got the other team in the North Division. His favorite, my friend, his friend. The People's Champ going up against Broad Street Bullyfoots.
Mm.
Everybody is with 206, 207, 207, 209. Everybody in the North is projected to hit two under 210. So 209.8 for the Broad Street Bullyfoots, who sits 1-1. Trevor Lawrence, trash. Cam Ward and Tyreek Hill trying to top it off as your top three. Tyrod Taylor, Jamar Chase, and Puka Nacua, who's having an amazing season along with not Jamar Chase. So on the flip side of this, listen, y'all, this is going to be a tight matchup because both of these teams need this game going outside of division. 2 men enter, 1 man leave, 1-1. Somebody going out of division 1 under 500. I got Tyrod Taylor where he got started in the spot. Does he start Tyrod Taylor? Or does he go with who did he trade for earlier? Wentz. Does he go Wentz?
Go look
Huh?
on your spot. Yeah, you're like, where the fuck is Wentz at? Oh, he's on your team. He never would have been on your team had you not picked him up to fuck. No, you're like, who the fuck you got? I don't even remember. He got Wentz. If you wondering where Wentz is, he's on your squad. You're like, whoa, what the fuck you doing there? Yeah, we know what the fuck he's doing there.
Who starts Tyrod Taylor or Wentz, nigga?
Wentz, he probably will start Wentz because they playing the Bengals. Bengals defense ain't that great. The Bucks defense, I think Tyrod Taylor, Wentz ain't throwing a pass. And since he was on the Colts team,
Colts.
that was like 3 years ago. That was last time because I mean, he backed up. He might have came in from the garbage time in KC, but this is really his real live action in almost 3 years now.
I mean, he fresh.
He could. I mean, Wentz is a good player, man. I'm not gonna shit on
I
Wentz. I
remember
think
used to love you some wins.
Wentz was a good player. I think his personality didn't click with. If you ask me, I don't think his personality clicked in the locker room. I think he's more of a hardcore conservative guy, and you're dealing with a lot of
Regular
skill
nigga.
players. You know, with skill players, and it just didn't go over well. It didn't go over well. You know what I'm
So he
saying?
almost got his ass whooped. You can't go out there whooping your starting quarterback's ass. That does, but the starting quarterback can't be a dick in the locker room.
Yeah.
Emeka Okabuku, he's questionable. That's not
I
good.
think he'll play. I think he'll play, but it is not good because he lost some depth.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have, a wide receiver that he could play in the pinch if he was in the bind.
Mm-hmm. I'm in a bind now.
But he had to do some things. Boy, did you know what I had to do to get you this money? Ridiculous. Ridiculous, man.
I
Who I
need
got?
that money. Look at
Uh,
that. Jawan Jennings is questionable.
Really first made a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Traded Daniel Jones to the team committee. Got a second round pick in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's actually got the People's Champ pick,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got Cedric Tillman, who he inserted in the lineup. He got Xavier Legette out of that lineup. That guy was killing him.
Terrible.
Uh, yeah. So,
Another nigga he was wrong about.
who that? Xavier Legette.
Yes.
I thought, yeah, I actually thought Legette was going to be a legit number two, but he's had a terrible start to the
He was the
season.
guy that you gave me shit about for drafting Lad over. But nah, who you got though? Who you
No,
got?
not him, not Legate, not. I didn't have. Matter of fact, no. I didn't have Xavier. Uh,
You having to be DJ, I know that.
Not over last. No.
It doesn't matter. We just out here talking shit. But who you got? That's my question. Bully Foot's a
I
people's
think.
champ.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Bullyfoot. I like Trevor Lawrence, even though they're going up against a tough Houston defense. So I like Trevor Lawrence, ETN. I think they're gonna focus back more so on Travis Hunter playing wide receiver. So I like that. I ain't a fan of DJ Moore. I don't like how he treat Caleb Williams. Tyreek Hill. I think that's gonna set the tone for this game.
Tyreek against that
Tonight.
Buffalo defense.
Yeah, tonight. They play tonight. Uh if Tyreek Hill can have a good game against that Buffalo defense, I think Bullyfoot win. But Miami's a fucking mess. And Buffalo has looked great. They defense gave up a lot against the Ravens, but last week against the Jets,
I
they
mean, it's
shut
the
them down.
Ravens, and that's a shootout.
They shut them down. I don't like Tyquan Thornton, but the Chiefs need somebody, so he might step up again. He stepped up last week with that long touchdown, got him 15 good points. Him
Mhm.
starting two tight ends. I mean, last week he started three, but after he did that trade for Cedric Wilson, he didn't put one of those tight ends on the bench. But I think he started Noah Gray plus two tight ends. So this is Bullyfoot's last game with Jordan Addison on his suspension. So he's got help coming. And leaving the division, if he can leave this division 2-1 with help coming, he might put himself in a position once they get back into division play that he could win this division. But based off because I was a big fan of People's Champ, but those injuries is a killer. I don't think People's Champ is no longer a contender, especially missing out on Browning. Uh, ugh, the winner of this division might win this division with 6 wins.
I'm gonna say this, people, and I got people champ winning, but I was gonna let this go, and I'm gonna move on, and he gonna try to jump in, and I'm let y'all know as soon as he do, I'm muting this motherfucking ass. Do y'all know this nigga want to fuck with Daniel Jones? That's what it was. He mad because that motherfucker got Wentz from me because he wanted to go ahead and get Daniel Jones off and get that. I got the number one motherfucking quarterback in the league. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to fuck. Motherfucker mad because he think I fucked. But anyway, we moving on, y'all.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me respond. I'm going to respond to that. Daniel Jones was never part of the trade. But I did have a trade. And matter of fact, I'll be completely transparent with you.
Oh shit.
U City Lions. I made an offer to the U City Lions before. No, I made an offer to the U City Lions yesterday, Monday night. I said it wasn't an offer. I said on backline, trade me Higgins. His response was, give me 4 of your picks in 2027. Now, that wasn't gonna happen. Never was gonna happen. What I was thinking, I would give him those 4 picks, but he have to give me Higgins and Sam Darnold. If he'd have done that, I'd have took the deal. If Brandon agreed to give me Emeka Ibuka or Puka Nacua for Higgins and Sam Darnold. It's not a, and I would have gave him, because I got 5, and I would have gave him the last pick. So he would have got he got a pick in 2027, probably giving him his pick back. Sam Darnold and T. Higgins. So he'd have had T. Higgins plus Chase. I don't know if he'd have liked that, but he'd have had them 2. And he either gave me the rookie or he gave me Puka. Hey, now listen, that was an option. It didn't seem like that was a role he wanted to take. So it was never an option for him. It was the option for me. I'm not.
It was an option for me, y'all.
Option for me. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I am going to try to ride this Daniel Jones train out and see where it leads. I could, if I'm right about my previous thing that Daniel Jones was trash, this and that, but through 2 weeks, he's been the number 1 quarterback in fantasy. I'm trying to ride this out. I think I got a steal right here. And, coaching matters. And, we'll see. Daniel Jones is doing everything they wanted AR-15 to do. He is.
And when I was saying that Daniel Jones is the better quarterback, you told me I was crazy.
I did.
All right, but look at us now. So let's move it on to this West Division. Missouri Kings and the champ Hurricane Walker. This is interesting. 1-1 versus 2-0, 238 to 214 on projections. Baker Mayfield been having a good, great season. Geno Smith and Hubbard. Of course, he's going to start Baker Mayfield. You got Josh Allen and Jamar Gibbs having a great season. And the season saving James Cook at 19 points. I'm just going to jump into this and get through this real quick because it's not nothing really to say. Missouri Kings, you get your ass whooped by the champ because Chuba had a great game. Ramondre Stevens ain't been doing it big. Shakir ain't been doing it big. Mike Evans have. Juwan Johnson is your starting tight end, and he's the number 2 tight end in all the land. Troy Franklin, I like that guy. He's top 15. Darnell Moody's questionable. You have a good squad who is just so happened this week going up against, what was that? What did he team of the week 1? He's the champ. And he got Josh Allen, Jamar Gibbs, BTJ, James Cook, Roma Duze, Tyler Warren, and Wanderlei Robinson. I ain't super hyped up on Deebo Samuel. This team can literally not fill 3 positions and still go out there and fuck niggas up. I personally think you don't have the goods to do it. You are going to go down 1 and 2 out of the division. Hopefully you can make some shit up outside of there. Hurricane Walker goes 3-0 outside the division.
Wanderlei Robinson. don't know why you like to call him Wandelay. Wandale. Wandale Robinson. Wandale's actually been playing pretty good. Debo Samuel's right now is a top 10 wide receiver. He's got two great games, one for 24, one for 19. His offense is doing great. Cook's been playing great. We was saying, hey, Cook's the number one running back right now. We would, a lot of people, including myself, was like, he's not going to be able to play what he did last year. And
Shit.
doing it. He's doing it. And Josh Allen's Josh Allen. Oh, look, we already know what the deal is. Right now, Hurricane Walker is out of country, saving the world. We know this. This guy is feeding hungry. I'm almost 100% sure it's nighttime now where he's at.
Brandon
It's
Kasu saving prostitutes from being
daytime.
abducted.
Like it's daytime right now. This dude is building houses. He's in China building a bridge. Once he leaves there, he's gonna fly to Australia and save 3 babies. That's just, So this
Hopefully.
shit that we do fantasy football, he has very little time to go and check his lineup. So don't be surprised if 5 to 6 people that's in his lineup right now that got a queue gonna be out, and he's not gonna make one change at all.
Tony Adams, Kyler Gordon, Ladarius Sneed, Dre Greenlaw, who was out last week, Van Ginkel, Robinson, and Warren.
Gordon out last week. Gordon ain't played all year. He ain't made one change. He ain't attempting to change Gordon. He's like, I remember him from 3 years ago. He's staying in my fucking lineup. Gordon ain't played a fucking down in the NFL. Ain't changed that motherfucker since. So Gordon had one good game. He's like, he's the guy. This is right. His offense is so good that it is the ultimate set it and forget it. Motherfucker don't even know his password to get into it. Got his goddamn password. It was like, I'll see y'all at the draft party with my goddamn second ring. Fuck, this shit is terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, what's more terrible? Say it 2-0 or his set it and forget it lineup?
Said 2-0 is bullshit. Like, I can explain this. This sad shit. You can't explain it. That's beyond fucking belief. So yeah, I got him going 3-0 out of division. Missouri King and putting Troy Franklin. Look, Troy Franklin had 2 decent games. He sold away. It's crazy because he sold away McBride, who was the number 2 tight end last year, and now he's got through 2 games. He's got the number 2 tight end. Missouri King be working, man. We give Missouri King a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but Missouri King be working. You know what I'm saying? He out here, he working, man. So he probably gonna lose this game, but
make that money, Diamond.
Yeah, he working, man. He doing his thing. So, but yeah, I got Hurricane Walker winning this. That's great.
That bothers the fuck out of you. Hurricane Walker goes out of division with his championship squad, 3-0. We gonna move to the East Armageddon. The East Armageddon. I'm gonna go ahead and let you lead in. We got Cheese the Don versus Sparks Buck. 2-0 Cheese the Don, aka used to be Mr. 5-9, currently Mr. 7-7 against Sparks Bucks, who I'm just going 218, 228. Jackson, Tua, and Flowers against Hurts, Stafford, and Henry. I'm gonna let you go. I'm just gonna pick my winner. I got Cheese the Don going out 3-0. I'm gonna let you have this whole set because East Armageddon was your creation, and this is a crazy
Yeah,
one.
I gotta give the East a credit because the East Armageddon usually was set up for the ass kickers and New North Side. We didn't even care about the other two teams because they never mattered. This is the first time that these two teams on the other side of the coin actually matter. She's the Don. Right now, he's looking at a two, which is I'm kind of surprised. He got a 218 projection. I thought he's coming in a little low, and I'm looking at his squad to see if he's left anything on the bench. He's actually got his best lineup in. So 218, uh, uh, like I said, David. It's probably because of David Njoku and mm, David Njoku's got a rookie problem. So Cup came back to life a little bit. Sutton last week, he's going up against the Chargers. That's going to be a tough game for him. Sutton, he's one of them sneaky players. He'll have a bad game, then he'll come back and have a touchdown, a long touchdown. And so then we go to the other side. It's the guy who was let's be clear. He was the stinker of the week last week.
I was
And
gonna say that he was only not only the stinker of the week, that both
he's
these
had
teams scored under 200, but Bucks stinker of the week.
he was stinker of the week and he's had the lowest last week. He had the lowest point total of any team this year. It's only 2 weeks in, but nobody scored under 170 except for Sparks Bucks. Now,
Do you recall the record for the lowest scoring team on record? Is it 164 or 154? I can't remember, but
oh
I
no,
remember
no, lowest score that I think we've had guys score like 112 before. So
that was in the
I
early
mean,
days.
no, that was like 2 years ago or a year ago.
Who?
Yeah, I can remember. We
Who
had some
the
bad
hell?
teams. I believe
Oh, probably black Republicans because he's
I want
dog ass. You went down the alley, motherfucker.
I want to say it was El Patron. I want to say it was El Patron. That's not just, but I'm not gonna say either or definitively. But I would say El Patron had some real bad games. Uh, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Hmm.
I like Lamar Jackson and Flowers going up against that Detroit team on Monday night, and they at home. So those guys take off. But Pollard, I'm not believing in Pollard. Worthy's coming back from a shoulder injury. Eh, he gonna play. They playing the Giants. They in New York, but he a little dude. He a little dude. You need your shoulders to make these catches. You gonna hit the ground once you do make these catches. We'll see how he protects himself and if they use him like that. Waddle also got a shoulder injury going up against Buffalo on a short week. Mm, And then
You think Waddle finished the game? Shoulder injury, Buffalo.
I don't know.
McCoskey married.
We'll see how he does. I'm not ready to make any judgment on Crosby, but I will make a judgment on Tracy. Hey, Tracy, this might be Tracy's last game in his starting lineup because he don't believe that Scat Boo is going to take over. So he's still going with Tracy, and Tracy got a 12 projection. So yeah,
So
but
he don't hit it. Now,
he,
question:
he needs to
When
shine
you was
though.
telling him that Tracy, when I was going in and I was telling, and you was like, I don't know. You said I don't know. I got to see more, and this, that, and the other. But when I was going in and saying Scabo was gonna take over, and he was like, "Nah, Tracy's still that nigga." Do you ever look into his eyes when he said that he didn't believe that bullshit?
I think he did. I think he did.
Do you think he really believed it?
I think he believed because he's one of those guys that he's got to see it first, especially with rookies. Unless he really believe in their rookie, he want to see it first. He just didn't. Look, here's the thing about a guy like Scatbo, where you can feel his momentum coming. And once he got healthy, you could just feel it. You can feel it. It's just one of them things. It's the same. The reason I have worries about Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is a good quarterback, and he's been pretty good for me in fantasy. But I can also feel the negative vibes. You know what I'm saying? He could do a great game, great game, great game. He had two bad passes. This what we talking about. He tired. And it's the same thing with Scatterboo. Scatterboo might not do this, that, and that, but if he have a one pop off run and it goes for 20 yards, everybody like, come on now. We gotta get this guy in the game. We gotta get this and Tracy just he ain't got it like that. And I think this is a Sunday night game, so hey, we'll at least watch the first half of it, and it'll show.
The fuck with?
It'll show.
The show.
He got some guys on the bench. He could
Nigga.
either go, he could go with Fan Jr. next week, or he can throw Pachenko back in the lineup.
You buy the show, nigga. You buy how Tracy
I'm
out there.
I'm going with Cheese the Dime to go 3-0 in the division. He came out of division 3-0.
Damn near reached his season total of wins out of division.
Yep, 3-0. I'm gonna go because like I said, I just don't think Sparks Bucks got a lot of killers. I'm not a fan of
saying that since day one. The nigga ain't got no killers on his team.
I'm a big fan of Laporta. I'm not saying Laporta is gonna be bummish. It's just I think he's an average middle of the pack tight end. He's gonna have some good games, then he's gonna have some
points.
games.
You're gonna need more than 10 points.
And then we'll see what the rookie do. We'll see what the rookie Crosby Murray do. And I think Tracy's done. I think Scatboo is the guy. Here's the saving grace for Tracy. He was a wide receiver in college who converted to a tight end. He might become the passing down back.
He wasn't running back. I mean, he converted to running back.
From wide receiver. So he might be the passing down back, and he can make his money. Catch it.
Who was that I had that was the third down back? And I remember Lennox giving me shit on but he went out there catching passes like crazy. He played for Houston.
I don't know.
It was a running back. They used to.
I know you had Jerry McKinnon for a long time. He was a good.
It'll come to us. We'll talk about it in the room. But I remember Lennox was like, he's a third option. But I remember he was catching patches like a motherfucker out the backfield. So shout out to the war between me and Lennox. We had a good one, man. I respect my rival. Let's get into this. The Ass Kickers and the New North Siders. 0-2, the Ass Kickers. You are trash. As Lennox said it, I mean, you guys are averaging 190. That sucks. You fucking disgust me. New North Siders 1-1. Coming off a 200+ game. Let me see what he get last week. Get over here real quick.
23, 225.
223. And I said it last on the show that I think that the New North Siders are scary. They're currently projected to hit 199.8. Patrick Mahomes, great trade. Bo Nix. I think Patrick Mahomes. Who gets to start? I think Bo Nix, personally. And Jay Williams, who you so eloquently put it, he was paid to take Jay Will from him. He was paid a first and a second to take Jay Willie, who is the number 4 running back in all the land, currently sitting on New North Siders roster. The New North Siders against the Ass Kickers is going to be a good one. Because the Ass Kickers need this win. To go out of Division 0-3 would be bad. Motherfucking New North Siders just trucking along, just doing their thing, don't give a fuck about shit. Kenneth Walker out there going against the New Orleans defense. Josh Jacobs fucking around injured right now, questionable against the Cleveland defense. Jordan Mason, who I told you motherfuckers will be the number 1. And Dontavian Wicks, who was out there for chump change because somebody wanted to spend $801 on a backup quarterback. Thank you, my niggas. Lad McConkey's questionable. Brock Bowers questionable. It's a whole, and then Rashid Reed. I mean, not Rashid Reed. Jalen Reed is out. It's a lot of shit going on the Ass Kicks team. But I got them winning against the Northsiders. They got Patrick Mahomes, Kenneth Walker, De'Ami Brown. That's interesting to me. De'Ami Brown is ranked 22, giving you 14 points. That is, I like that for him. Javante Williams, again, as I stated before, number 14 off land. This team is stacked and this team is ready to go, and it's going to be a nail biter for the ass kickers. But I got myself winning. I'm just saying. But if I said Chuck come out there and win, it ain't shit I could do about it. Chuck has went out there and GM the shit out of this motherfucker. The ass kickers go out 1-2. New North Siders 1-1. Let me win.
First off, you shouldn't be losing to the FF. Like, I understand he got his shit off last week against Sparksburg, but luckily you catching him the week after. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got some good players, but he got some duds, you know what I'm saying, too. You know what I'm saying? And Michael Wilson, dud. Shepard, dud. You know, actually Shepard had some good games, but overall he's a dud. He ain't scored even 10 points. The ass kickers they gotta start hitting they goddamn they gotta start hitting they projection, you know what I'm saying? They had the week 1, they had like a 211 projection. They ended up with 216, but last week 177. I know they had an in-game injury, but last week was pretty bad. Even with it, if the guy would have hit his projection, even with that in-game injury, they still would have been under 200. So looks like May's getting a start against Pittsburgh. That's smart. Josh Jacobs, listen, you got to go with your stars in this situation. They're going up against the Cleveland defense. McConkey, who is what was that? I think it was a wrist injury?
Wrist injury.
Yes. Man, no, a bicep. Bicep. That's what it is. Bicep didn't practice because of bicep. They're going up against Denver. Last week.
My defense.
I think the biggest problem, and we'll see if this gets fixed. The biggest problem is Devontae Smith playing under that Eagles offense. Last week, Hurts only threw for 100 yards. I mean, so it's like you got to get your points when you get them. You know what I'm saying? Devontae had 53 of the 100. So it's like, if Hurts ain't, if they just going to continue to play that ground and pound, Devontae Smith is his value goes down.
Coleman against Miami going to have to step up.
We said Tyreek Hill versus Buffalo was a tone setter for Willie Foots. I think Coleman versus Miami is a tone setter for
the ass kickers FFC.
And we need to see what Coleman. Like, he had a great week 1. But he ain't out the woods, especially coming off a 3 targets, 3 catches, 26 yards against the Jets. I mean, and they was dominating. So maybe, game
script
played a role, but he ain't out the woods yet. But listen, the ass kickers should win this. There's no reason for anybody to be losing to the FFC. They scored 223 last week. But again, they come back and they are at 199 projection. Projections matter because more times than often, teams either come close to their projection or under it. More times than they go over it, especially when they go over it 20, 30 points like he did last week. More than times, if you go over your projection, you right around where your projection is. But if we did a whole season, every team just about comes in under their projection.
Who's your pick?
Every year. I got the ass kickers. The ass kickers should win. If the ass kicker, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the ass kickers lose this game, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire sale time.
You didn't get one of them flopping dummies that with the balloon and he flopping in the wind. But say,
especially if they lose the way they lost last week. If they lose like they lost last week, they might be looking to completely overhaul this team because this team can't score if they come in under two because they projected to do 219. If they come in under 200 again, and week one they looked like they was going under 200 until Coleman saved them with an amazing game.
maybe Coleman set the tone. Hey, I don't know.
This shouldn't even be a game. Listen, Chuck, we'll give Chuck his props. He fights. He fights, but Chuck is rebuilding. We ain't saying he's tanking. We'll give him his props. He's not tanking. He fights, but he's rebuilding. And that 199 is a real representation of what Chuck is. He's a below 200 team who is in competition for the number one pick.
Wow.
Yeah. He's rebuilding.
With who? Who in a competition number one pick? Black Republicans again. All right, so we move on, people. We go ahead and say this. We're gonna get into
no. He's in competition with Black Republicans, the STL ass kickers. They on to the World Boss. These are some of the 0-2 teams. El Patron. These are the teams that, if we call it Tankathon, those would be at the top. They would be at the top of the.
Hey, World Boss going 0-2 is tragic out here, but we gonna go ahead and start with the 1-2 Boss. I want to finish out with you guys, the niggas that grew up across the street. I'm gonna get a little bit of story time before we get. We got plenty of time. World Boss 0-2, as he stated. U City Lions 1-1. 247 for the World Boss. 247 projected because this nigga over here say projections matter, and I say all the time, projections don't win games, but
points win games.
All right, then shut the fuck up. So we move on to U City Lions, who has been had. I'm gonna talk to the people right now. Hey, U City Lions, bring it in. This is me and you talking, nigga. You have proved me wrong. You have proved me wrong through week motherfucking 2. And not only have you proved me wrong, I can admit I'm completely wrong, but is it sustainable? And I hope it is. I hope it's sustainable. So at the end of the season, I could be sitting there looking like he used to when he was talking about the walk. Can't believe this motherfucker here. I really think you can do it, nigga. You gonna go out there. I'm gonna get into y'all niggas. CMC. They gonna ride you. They gonna work you. They gonna work you till your back give out.
I got Garundo still on my team. Garundo is been trash, like complete trash. I ain't even looked to see what Robert Jr.'s done, but
somebody go get out there.
No, I wanted. Listen, I made a move today because I was looking down future games, and both my tight ends are on a bye week 5. So I was like, I need to get a tight end now. I don't want to wait till week 5, and then one of the tight ends one of the tight ends I like gone. And it came down to getting rid of the Jaguar round running back or getting rid of Garundo. So I could go with Garundo, or I could go with the Jacksonville Jaguars third down back. And I just couldn't get rid of Garundo because
you spent $500 on him.
That was last year. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Garundo.
The reason I didn't let him go is because they are going to work CMC. Listen, the 49ers head coach wants to win. It's like it is in his soul to win, and he is going to work CMC.
The shit out of here.
It might take a while. And listen, last thing I want to do is let Garundo go, CMC get hurt, and one of you niggas bid $801 for my goddamn running back to hurt me.
I see the segue in. At the end of the day, I get it because CMC and it gets like prom night. Don't fight it, just let it happen. CMC is going to go down, and when he goes down, this will be the last time they gonna he's old Yeller. They're gonna take his ass out the pasture. And they tell him, we going for a walk, CMC. Oh, we go. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, go out there by the tree. And the motherfucker the whole time. Fucking, and they finna air your ass out.
Listen, one way or another, CMC I think is done after this year. That's what I think. Either he go get re-injured, which I don't predict that, but it's a
I,
possibility, or they're gonna work him so hard this season that he's gonna be like, all right, man,
fuck y'all training camp.
y'all can't do this.
Y'all
So,
gonna do this shit to me?
so I think one way or another, CMC is done after this year.
Okay. Jaden Daniels, they out there talking dude on the sophomore slump. You believe you buying the hype?
I, I wouldn't say he's on the sophomore flump, but he not practicing. They ain't even trying to practice him till Friday
Mm-hmm.
to work him out. And that's basically, hey, let's see if you can go to make sure we don't want anything to.
For Saturday's walkthrough.
Yeah.
Anything.
So well, usually Friday. If you usually, from what I've heard in the NFL, if you don't practice on Friday, they usually don't let you go. It's extremes, some like Bowers in practice at all. But most times coaches like, if you can't even give me a practice on Friday, you're not gonna play on Sunday. So you gotta be, he is that type of superstar that could do
He
that,
got
but
some say in it.
yeah, but it's gonna affect his game. It's
World
gonna
Boss
affect his
being
game.
0-2 is tragic as hell to me.
It's not. It's not. He's in a tough division. Here's the thing,
Here's the
and
thing is, and I'll go ahead and let you lead into it. Here's the thing. Don't forget here's the thing. Omarion Hampton is ranked number 45. Bijan Robinson is ranked number 2. Yo stack with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is getting you less than 8 points. I mean, not Jaden Daniels, sorry. Terry McLaurin is getting you less than 8 points a game. Now, top 5 tight end, you out there doing it. Now, this Jets stack you got going, 21 and 17, running back, wide receiver. Hampton's gonna have to step up. Hampton's gonna have to step up. Swift is out there having a decent season, getting you 12 points a game. Very, very this nigga. So all I'm saying, y'all, is World Boss, and I'm fair and balanced. Me and the World Boss have had our battles and whatnot. We talk our shit, but I call it like it is. You being 0-2 is tragic. Brian,
it's
you went out.
not.
It is. Brian, you being 1-1 is amazing because I didn't think you had it. And at the end of the day, you out there, you really could go 1-2, but I got the World Boss coming out this motherfucker 1-2. You going 1-2. He going 1-2.
Brian, listen, it's not tragic. Listen, he has scored over 220 points in both his games. He just lost to a team that had a better game than him. It is not like his team has a scoring problem. And outside, when you look at the schedule, just like last year. Last year, I think he started 1-2, and we predicted he was going to go 8-0 outside division.
No,
Outside,
he didn't.
he
You
did
did.
go. No, he went 8-0 too.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Outside of this division, with People's Champ's injury, People's Champ is no longer contending, and he was one of the major hurdles that I seen in our outside division schedule. Right now, the only major hurdle is Hurricane Walker. You know, he is favored by the fantasy football guys because because he is helping the world become a better place. And so he's got some favor from the fantasy football guys. But outside of that, I don't feel confident in El Patron, uh, Missouri Kings, or the Gronk. I don't feel
21
confident
and a
in
loss.
anybody in the North. The North could go 16-0 against the South. I don't think they're going to win a game. Said and already had his 200-point game. The rest of his shit is going to be under 200 the rest of the year.
You know what happened when you get out here talking this shit.
Yeah, it
Every
happened.
time you say something about said,
Said team is trash. It's unbelievable.
he goes and proves you wrong. It's better.
No, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Brian's team to win this, even though he's down like 15 points in projections.
Yeah.
I don't believe World Boss's projections because they starting a backup quarterback. They're going up against Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. You know, the Bucks head coach used to coach the Jets, so I'm sure he's gonna have them hype. They 2-0. They just faced a good defense in Houston. You know, McBride going up against that San Fran D.
Mac Jones or Mariota, who you starting? If Daniels can't go.
If Daniels don't go, I go Mac Jones.
Me too.
I go Mac Jones.
I do too.
But I mean, Matt again, Daniels not practicing. He might not have his full range of motion going up against Crosby on that Raiders D line. That could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. But you can't bench Daniels if he's starting. You can't.
Yeah, you can't. But
if Daniels don't go, Mac Jones is your play. I'm sorry. I know you went out there and picked up Mariota. Mac Jones is your play. What you think about that Caleb Johnson trade? Because he said Caleb Johnson he's not even getting no kickoff return duties. He's not getting in that game.
I think he low key like
fuck yourself.
World Boss don't have a pick in 2026. He don't have a first in 2027. He don't have a second in 2026 either. I think he traded that for the tight end.
Goddard.
No, Goddard.
Goddard,
when he did with Chuck.
Yeah.
So I think he's low key getting rookies, and these are like his draft picks for future drafts. That's how you're looking at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like. I understand what he's doing. He's getting him a running back. Running backs are crucial. But what I didn't like is you ate 2 years of shit with Quentin Johnson. And now the third year where he's popping and he's looking like, saying like he's finally figured it out. You let it go. Like you did the dirty work and held on to him on your squad. You did the dirty work, held on to him on your squad when he was going through his trials, and now he didn't finally figured it out, and he gone. But if you look at his lineup, it's hard to take anybody out. So those points would have been on the bench. So why not get a running back that you can just put on the bench? I like it. It makes sense. He wasn't going to bench any, maybe Swift, but you ain't going to bench nobody for QJ that's in his starting lineup right now. So
Terry continues to have this, after 3 weeks of Terry being Terry the way he is, and Quentin Johnson continues with the 2 weeks, and he goes into 3 weeks like he did, I'm considering benching Terry, especially with my quarterback down and the way they've been playing. Yeah, QJ make the starting lineup in Terry McLaurin's spot.
Yeah, I think he just won. Listen, again, and he's been harassing Brandon. It's not gonna happen, but he's been harassing Brandon for RJ Harvey. So I honestly think he looked at it like, if I got Harvey, even though he's not doing nothing, Caleb Johnson, and I already got Hampton. If I came out of the draft with that, I'd have won DraftKings.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but you could be, if you move DeAndre Swift up to running back, and again, keep Terry in there. You can move that other motherfucker in that one around the who's just talking about
QJ.
QJ. Move QJ up in that running back spot.
I
At the
mean,
end of the day, if Hampton's not performing, McLaurin's not performing. Those are two spots that you can interchange those. If QJ has another week 3 like he had week 1 and 2, and a Hampton and McLaurin have a week 3 like they've had the first 2 weeks, that's a plug and play. I personally think that you fucked around and found out. You stayed going to the well, and you fucked around and you found out.
I think he's low key rebuilding. But I didn't like it because I think QJ is a thing. Yeah. I think QJ is a thing. I think he definitely gonna help out the Gronk, but we'll see. I think he's low key rebuilding. I like Brian to win this game because I like Herbert. Herbert, I think has figured it out. Herbert is like what, like he's number 4. Yeah, he's a top 5 guy, man. I think no, he's 4 right now and could easily be a top 3 guy. McCaffrey, they're gonna work, like we say, Kamara, they're gonna work him because nobody's behind him. He took out Higgins and put Allen in. Allen's been having a really good year. I think his only weak link in this lineup is Kelsey. That's somebody that, he can have a good game, but Kelsey ain't the Kelsey of old. Oh, Jalen Warren. Jalen
Kelsey's
Warren.
marrying a billionaire. That nigga just out here to bring a couple of coins to her house because, yeah, she can buy his broke ass 10 times over. I'm fucking around.
Jalen Warren is an interesting case study because as a running back, this dude is as mid as it gets. But he's actually having his best year, especially fantasy. Usually he's about a good 12 to 15 points easy. But this year, which is an interesting stat, he is the Steelers'
Leading
wide
receiver.
receiver. Yeah, he's
That's
their wide receiver 1. And Aaron Rodgers just said he think Warren can get even more work in the passing game. So
Aaron
he
Rodgers
might
said,
he's gonna check down. That's one reason Caleb Johnson's not playing because he doesn't pass protect as well, and Aaron Rodgers and him ain't clicking. So Caleb Johnson might be done. I think that's the only reason he was on
receivers, kickoff return.
kickoff returns because they wanted to get him some work in the game, but they wasn't gonna get him any work in
And he went and fucked that up.
yeah, he wasn't gonna get any work with the starting offense because outside of him coming in the game to strictly do run plays, which would tip off the defense, like that y'all only put him in the game when y'all know y'all gonna run it. He has no value, but they wanted to keep him involved. But his time, Caleb Johnson's time, might not come to next year. And right now,
I'm
Warren
gonna be retired before. Do you know what his season? How many points he averages a game?
who that?
Caleb Johnson.
It's low.
Less than 2. It's 1.9. Do you know what his season? How many rushing yards you think he has on the season? Ballpark.
I don't know.
Just give it through a number. 10.
15.
-1.
Okay.
That's what he has on the season. You traded away a Quentin Johnson that you took shit from me for 2 years for a motherfucker getting you less than 2 and who has a grand total at running back of -1 yards per game.
You don't have it. You don't have no vision.
Oh, I don't. Because at the end of the day, you have vision with QJ. What the nigga say earlier, I kirked him. At the end of the day, you motherfuckers is funny. We be out here talking our shit, but you went out there and you sold a QJ that's been having a phenomenal third season. That nigga working on his next contract. For a nigga getting you -1 on the season, it brings me joy.
He's a rookie. He a rookie, and
With a hard-nosed coach who we gave up a touchdown and I lost the game to. Can you imagine Tomlin in that locker room? Look at me, Roy. Nigga, we know how these motherfucker old school coaches get. Think about Tomlin in the locker room. on a motherfucking touchdown that you gave up on a botched ass play with your rookie ass.
There's plenty of rookies that don't get no run their rookie year, and then they come
Yeah,
back
we call
year
them
two.
quarterbacks.
No, they come
Uh,
back year two and they take over as the starting guy.
Hey, nah, real shit, boy, boss. I told this motherfucker a while ago. We was talking back line. You being 0-2 is tragic, and your ass goes down 0-3 according to this nigga. And I ain't mad. I think I fucks with it too. Now, Chibo Burgers, Team Commish. Story time, people, and I got a few minutes because at the end of the day, it's still my show. Chibo Burgers, I'm gonna give y'all a little history. Now, if y'all don't remember, Team Commish and Chibo Burgers grew up literally 100% across the street from each other. I don't think they can think of a time in life where they didn't know the other motherfucker. Coach K, basketball, football in the cemetery. These motherfuckers, they go back. They go back. And here we are. 231, 1-1 Chibo Burgers. Against the Team Commish, 2-0, number one team in all the land, 252. Caleb Williams having a phenomenal fantasy football season, but a shitty NFL season. 21 points. You got CeeDee Lamb, I think he was a wide receiver of the year. He probably meant 0.2 points in second place. I don't remember that shit. And A-Chain finishing out Team Commish. Then you got Justin Jefferson, great trade. Brown and Stroud. 231. These old friends are going to battle. And I'm gonna go break this down real quick. Caleb Williams against that Dallas defense, he gonna shine. CJ Stroud against the Jacksonville defense, he gonna shine. That's a draw right there.
I don't know. Come on, stop.
Only because he a homer, y'all. He has the
Ain't no
Duval bullshit at the end of the day.
CJ Stroud ain't been clowning like that. Like we still
And the
get
Jacksonville defense has
yeah.
clown.
They've been good.
I'm gonna let you have your segment. I'm gonna run through this.
Been good.
Saquon gonna kick his foot off in the LA Rams defense. Chase Brown, he might get swallowed up by that Minnesota front seven. Trayvon Henderson, Pittsburgh, ooh, they be out there, they be rushing. CeeDee Lamb against Chicago, he gonna have great numbers. Chicago secondary is not great. Drake London against Carolina gonna act a donkey. A-Chain against Buffalo gonna get destroyed. He's not gonna. Matter of fact, A-Chain is projected to hit. He's the number 6 running back in all the land. Projected to hit what 18? No, 17. I don't remember what it is, but the nigga ain't gonna hit it. Buffalo's gonna swallow his ass whole. St. Brown against Baltimore will be very interesting, only because St. Brown is St. Brown, drafted by the ass kickers. But Baltimore defense is the Baltimore fucking defense. Nico Collins gonna act a donkey against Jacksonville as well. Kyler Pitts did not perform for this nigga at all. He hated it on Team Commish. Since then, he's been out there having a great, phenomenal career. He's the number 11 tight end in all the land. JSN, Justin Jefferson, Pickens against Chicago. I personally have Team Commish losing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, the Chibo Burgers is gonna go out there and fuck him up.
All right, so I got team. Listen, last week I picked against Team Commish. This week I like Team Commish, and I do not like Chibo Burgers in this game. They coming off a 188-point game from last week. Listen, I'm not a listen. Stroud. When we think of CJ Stroud, we think of his rookie year, which was 2 years ago. He's in his third year. Last year, he didn't have a good season. But we remember what he did his rookie year. So we gave him a pass. These first two games, the Houston team's 0-2, and CJ Stroud, we watched him. He ain't look great. He didn't look great.
Where's CJ Stroud ranked off the top of your head?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Think about this off the top of your head.
No, I can't do it. I already looked.
Oh, 26.
I did remember he had a terrible week one game.
He did.
And Chibo Burgers trading got JSN. and he got the number 4 pick. But he traded away Lamar Jackson. That's the sting of that trade. He got a great pick back in JSN, and he got the number 4 pick. But you can't tell me he ain't feeling that sting. You can't have Lamar Jackson for the last 2-3 seasons go from Lamar Jackson giving you 27 a game, 25. I think the last Lamar Jackson these last 2 games been 27 plus.
Yeah.
And now you go to a quarterback that's giving you 10. What did he give you last week? 15.
15.
That,
He had 10 week 1, 15 last.
For your quarterback, I'm gonna be honest with you. If your quarterback is trash, like your quarterback is Flacco, if your quarterback is
I can't even think of
one of
Purdy.
the bottom 20 to 32 quarterbacks.
15 is good.
15 is respectable. You take it. Like it could have been worse.
It's like a hand job. I'll take it.
Yeah, it could have been worse. But if you got a fucking quarterback that you think is that dude, that cutoff is 17, 18 points. That's the cutoff. Like it.
If you used to getting 27 on a bad day from a nigga, on a good day you get 15.
If your quarterback is ranked 1 through 16, his floor, you want his floor to be 18. That's his floor. Okay. It ain't great.
I got 18 coming.
It ain't great. 18 ain't great. 24 is much better.
It's much
23 is better, you know what I'm saying? But I take the fucking 18 this one time. Like I had fucking Patrick Mahomes these last couple of weeks. When he gave me 18, and I ain't fucking complaining, but I'm like, I'm sitting back like, come on, man. Because I want 22. I want 23. It's Stroud, somebody, again, 10 and 15. If he gets 15 again 3 weeks in a row.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know who I heard is averaging more than 15? Drake May, people. Chibo Burgers, you need to come out. It's a shameless plug. Come holler at your boy. I got you. Here's their representative say all day.
Trayvon Henderson also not having a good game, not having a good season.
Averaging less than 10.
Will his injury to Burrow hurt Chase Brown? Then Pitts is up and down. JSN's been going great. Well, with his injury, look, and Justin Jefferson
got a new contract and he a bum.
Look, Justin Jefferson quarterback situation has never hurt him. But this season, I'm not sure because JJ McCarthy he's had one good quarter. He had that good fourth quarter against the Bears, but he looked tragic against Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
And for 3 quarters against the Bears, he looked tragic. So 7 out of the 8 quarters that he's played in NFL football, he's looked tragic, but he looked great in the 4th quarter against the Bears. So now he's got Wentz going up against Cincinnati defense ain't all that great. So Justin Jefferson has never been. He's like DeAndre Hopkins in his prime. It didn't matter who the quarterback was; he was gonna get his money. That's what Justin Jefferson's been. It don't matter who the quarterback, whether it was Kurt, Darnold, Dobbs, whoever it was, Jefferson got his money. But I think this season might be a little different. So for this game, I got Team Commish going 3-0. Got Chibo Burgers following 1-2. And I don't want to say Chibo Burgers in trouble unless he comes back in under 200. He had 188 last week. If Chibo Burger have back-to-back under 200-point games, I got a problem.
Who
I
got
got
a
a big
problem?
problem. So that's what but I got 10 commits going 3-0, going out into the outside the
Out into the
division
world.
play versus I think we start off with the North and I feel good
Next week,
about
I
that.
believe they have Team Commish
Oh, we got
has
Black Republicans.
Back
I
Republicans.
feel good.
Ooh.
Listen, I coming into week 2, I did not feel, and not because we scored 294, but I just didn't feel as confident in Team Commish coming out of week 1 going into week 2. But coming out of week 2
To week 3.
and looking at my opponents and the way that it is shifted, one of the great philosophers, World Boss, always used to tell us fantasy football is
It's
week
week
to week.
to week. Shout out to the philosopher of the world lost. Because, nigga, you are down 0-2, potentially going 0-3. The last time he went 0-3, he was that was a tank season, wasn't it? Both of them.
No,
Both
I
of,
don't think
both of them, nigga.
I don't think he's ever went 0-3 out of division. I think he's always
Had at
came
least
in
one
about
win.
one win, but then once he got out of division, those times he
Got
lost.
that ass whooped.
Listen, here's the thing about World Boss,
What's up with
and
World Ball?
I respect his thinking, and I use some of his philosophies. World Boss is going to look at his opponents, and then he's going to look at his team. Like I said, he scored. He's down about being 0-2. I can tell he's upset. It's been bothering him, but he
But
has still
respect for staying in the room, my nigga.
he still scored 220 points
He did.
both games. As long as his team is scoring, I think he's gonna give it a shot. But if his team start dipping
Well, he
like
run like a little hoe.
under 200 or close to 200, then he's gonna be like, ugh. But either way, he can't tank.
He just called you a hoe on the show.
No. El Patron has his first round pick, so if he
Oh, it doesn't
did
benefit him to tank, yeah.
though, that would just help El Patron. So
Hey, remember when that year you you talked World lost into going out that tank year and going out there and beating the shit out of Brian because to make his pick better.
I didn't talk. That was
Yes,
his.
the
That
fuck
was
you
his.
did.
I didn't know. I
Yes,
did
you
not.
did,
No, I
gang.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
World Boss brung that up. World Boss seen that. He brung it up and he said, I'm starting my starter against Brian because I got those picks. And it worked out.
It did.
And he ended up winning, and Brian was upset because the next week
He said, "Why won't you put your story against Roy?"
Brian was hot. Brian was hot.
That's what when you ask the question, who loses to a taking team, that is one of them. Brian was hot. I'm talking about he came in there hot as fish grease. He was like, start your starters against Roy. That ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. He was mad the motherfucker, boy. That was a time to be alive in the room, people. Y'all got to get in the chat room. So, who you got going?
I
Team
got
Commish?
I got
Chibo Burgers?
I got Team Commits winning. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I don't think it's gonna. Listen, I don't think Chibo Burger's gonna lay down. This is not like I got this game winning. I got
I don't like his jump shot.
I got it. Yeah, I don't got it like this is an unlosable game. This is that's still a 230 projection. You get one guy have a good game, and it could go. It could go. That's all it takes is one guy to have a Malik Neighbors type game last week. The next thing you know, said fucking 2-0 with a 200-point game that he didn't deserve. I don't know how the fuck he got. Fuck Sid. Fuck Sid.
Shout out to Sid, y'all. Listen, this has been a show. This has been a wild show. But it's been an enlightening show. And for those who don't, that go out there and watch the show when I share these on other platforms, don't forget to like and subscribe. My original co-host, my family, my nigga for longer than I've been alive. I appreciate him coming out here and doing this shit with me, God. We work all day. We do this for the people. We do this for y'all. So we done with the show. What you got to send them people on the way out?
Oh, yeah, the only moves that matter is the right moves because
The
those
only
are the
good
ones
move
we're
is
gonna
the right
celebrate.
move, people.
Those are the ones we're gonna celebrate. So we'll see y'all Sunday, and we'll
Cause we gonna
see.
talk about the bad moves. We gonna dog the bad moves. We gonna work you. we gonna, she gonna do this shit to me. Listen, we do this shit. It's the fun. For the fun of it all. But this has been the show. We gonna holler at you motherfuckers on Thursday. From me to you, from that nigga to the other motherfucker that didn't show up for work. Don't never want to show up for work on Wednesday. From me to you to him, us to you. We do this for the people. We out this motherfucker.
Peace.